the difference between the game of chess and the game of checkers. You see, with checkers, you don't have to think as much. You don't have to have much strategy. You just kind of move the same pieces, move the same way. So it's not a whole lot of thinking. That's why most people prefer to play checkers or to know how to play checkers over the game of chess. You see, the game of chess is a thinking game. And sometimes that's very challenging for people because we much rather react, judge, blame, shame, criticize, and label people. That's much easier to do than to think and understand the game that we're playing. You see, the game of chess is no different than the game of life. And that game is happening this very moment. You must ask yourself the question, is this game happening to me or is this game happening for me? Either way, you're not wrong. You just have a different experience when life is happening to you. You stay in survival mode. You don't trust, and you doubt yourself because you're not sure what's to happen. So it keeps you in a space of fear, fear of the uncertainty, fear of the unknown. But when you look at life as it happening for you, now see, that takes a whole different perspective on things. You look at every experience as an opportunity to learn, because we do understand that experience is the best teacher. Now here's the trick. You don't get to pick the experience. So even when you're triggered, even when life feels heavy, when things aren't going as you would have liked them to go, it's an experience. Ask yourself the question, what are you learning from the experience? See, when we become students, we put ourselves in a position to gain knowledge. And knowledge is power. Power is love. You see how simple that is? You see that simple equation? Now, it's not easy, but it's simple. Because it's not our fault that we look at life as it happening to us. You see, when it happens to us, we're in a space of fear. When it happens for us, we're in a space of love. But there's a problem. No one ever taught you to love yourself. They never taught you about self-love. You didn't learn this in school. Your parents were not able to teach it because they were never taught it. So this is a generational cycle that's been pre-programmed to take care of everyone else because we take care of the people we love. Think about your loved ones. Go ahead. Even the ones you're mad at. You sacrifice your time, your energy, even your money to take care of your loved ones. And that's pretty much your family, your friends, even your pets. You take care of them. But here's the unfortunate truth, that you are not on that list of loved ones. Damn, you didn't make the list. How does that make you feel? I know. It makes you feel anxious. Anxiety, beliefs, all of them are rooted in fears. And when you are in a space of fear, you adopt a victim mentality because you don't want to be hurt again. And so if you are the victim, then everything and everyone is the villain. You see, fear is the lowest vibrational frequency that you can have. And since we're energy beings, we send out that frequency and it creates our reality. Now here's your challenge. If your reality is chaotic, if your reality is filled with drama, dysfunction, disconnections, then let's go back to the source. The source is what you believe in about what you are experiencing. You see, when you're not in the space of learning, by default, you put yourself in a space of fear, which blames, labels, judges, criticizes, and it wants to control everything and everyone. But nobody likes to be controlled. So this cycle continues with your disconnection and your dysfunctional relationships. Listen, if you want to change your life, you must challenge what you believe, because challenge brings change. Whether you're in the gym 2 or 3 times a week, or you're reading 2 or 3 books a month, over time you will see a change. You challenge what you believe, it will change your entire life. That's not what I heard. That's what I know. Because one thing I had to find out after being separated from my current wife, I was married twice, was on the verge of divorce 2 times. One thing I learned in that space was that my dysfunctional beliefs, because let's face it, we all have a little dysfunction in our families. And just because it's been passing down, I realized that I wasn't going to let it pass through me. I realized I was looking at life as a victim. Someone is doing something to me, which didn't allow me to be present. And once I figured that out, I said, there's so many of us that are struggling with that same belief. And what I realized about beliefs, because they are passed down, they're no different than the apps on your phone, pre-installed, designed for that phone. Your beliefs were also designed for you, but not by you. So isn't it fair that we update, maybe even delete some of those apps on your phone, that we do the same thing with our beliefs? It's time to do an inventory. Let's do a belief checkup, shall we? Hit the like, hit the follow, subscribe, drop a comment. I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.